the Tacoma. This is going to be a quick day trip adventure excursion with our awesome friends Chateau Tacoma in front of us. We are both in search of a little snow play, and we can see some off in the distance up in the mountains. We are doing Rattlesnake Canyon, if I could talk. And we're also testing out the new tires that we put on the Tacoma. If you follow us on Instagram, we were ready to make the change to go from 33's to 35's, and we went to Big Skinny. We are on our Tacoma have the Kenda RT's, and some people call them pizza cutters. What else do they call them?
Just skinny. Skinny's pizza cutters.
Skinny whatever. Pizza cutters. So far we love them. They look great. We've got a little bit of a bigger lift on it. We had a body mount chop. So far so good. And this is the first inaugural trip on some dirt and hopefully some snow as well to test them out. So stay tuned. We're in search of some snow, and we did get our drone fixed also. So hopefully we'll get some drone footage in this video as well. So here we go.
Rattlesnake Canyon Trail starts from Old Woman Spring Road in Johnson Valley and is a beginner to intermediate level scenic trail. It has a variety of terrain, including rock, sand, water, and mud, depending on the season.
So we already noticed so far driving through this wash, doing a couple of sharp left turns, there is some rubbing still, so we might need to do a little more cutting of the fender.
Yeah, we're debating whether we're going to do a full fender trim or if we could just trim enough and leave it essentially with the stock trim. Well, let me switch it to 4 here. Yeah, so we've been debating whether we're going to do a full fender trim or just trim, little sections to get the clearance we need, but looking like we may end up doing the full fender trim, but we'll see.
So we have found snow. We have little patches here and there coming through the canyon. Really great trail. Not too technically difficult. There are some areas that I think from the storm, when there was water rushing through the creek or river, kind of made some light obstacles, but nothing outrageous. Definitely still having a little more rubbing, so we're definitely going to have to cut. But so far so good, and we were successful in the snow.
If you're familiar with Tacomas, you know there's a lot of work required to get the 35's to fit. And while there are a lot of pros to switching to a larger tire, there are just as many cons to it. So if you find yourself wondering why we went the skinny route, the answer is to cut down on some of those cons. And while we're not here to debate the traction differences between skinny versus traditional width, we chose the Kenda Clever RT to have less front wheel clearance issues on our Tacoma.
We are almost at the end of our one-day adventure, and we were successful. We found snow, check.
Got
We
the drone up,
2 successful drone flights, check.
tested out the tires.
And what would you say your...
I like them. I like them a lot. We still, as we noted, we got some trimming to do on the fenders. We're still getting some rub, so gonna fine tune that. And actually, probably about time to rebuild the shocks. I might try doing that first because I'm noticing I really don't want to do the trim, the fender trim. I'm gonna if we have to, but because I like the look of the stock trim, fender trim. So we'll see. We'll play that out. But so far, loving the tires. Performed great here in the snow and up on the rocks and everything, getting up here, and just loving them so far. We'll keep you posted on the Kenda skinny Kendas for sure.
Yeah, as a passenger riding, the ride was super comfortable. I don't know if you could hear. You might hear in the video. You might hear a honk or a honk. That's the rubbing that we're getting. Well, our adventure's coming to an end. We're airing up here at the end of Paliki Canyon Road here in Big Bear. Wonderful time with our friends Johnny and Denise, Chateau Tacoma. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. And if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, follow along. It really helps out the channel, helps our channel grow, get us out to more viewers. And of course, we really appreciate it. Hey, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section below. We try to answer every single one. And check us out on Instagram too. We kind of sometimes post things there and post more videos here, of course, on YouTube. Until next time, we'll see you on the open road. Bye.